Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut. I hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So I'm going to give you some rumors here, and we've been talking about a lot about stuff that's going on, and sort of behind the scenes with the Mets. As you know, if you don't know, David Stearns has come in here and he's wiped the floor of the Mets organization. He's gotten rid of so much dead weight, so many players that shouldn't have been here. Not only on the major league club, but on the 40-man roster and in the minor league system. So right now, currently, the Mets have 28 players on the 40-man roster. That means they have 12 spaces. So there's 12 players that aren't currently with the Mets, that are on other teams or they're free agents. So he has a lot of work to do. And as you know, the Mets won 75 games in 2023, which was very much a disappointment, monumental disappointment here for me and for you if you're Mets fans. And the birds are unhappy too. They don't like when I do a video. The second I do a video, they start chirping and get louder and louder. Anyway, but anyway, the Mets are in a situation right now where they have a lot of holes to fill. A lot of holes to fill in the pitching rotation, a lot of holes in the bullpen, and quite a few holes on the field itself. Don't have a third baseman. They're desperate for another hitter in this lineup. In my view, they've been desperate for a hitter for 2 years now to fill out this lineup. Because the top of this lineup is really good. They got Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso. They need another player in this lineup to fill it out. So, with that in mind, there are rumors flying around today that the Mets are in talks with the Padres for slugger, outfielder Juan Soto. And as you know, if you don't know, he's 25 years old. He just turned 25 a few weeks ago. Well, less than a month ago. A little over a month ago. And there are all kinds of rumors today that the Mets are in trade talks with the Padres, as well as the San Francisco Giants and the scum-sucking Yankees. So we have an interesting kind of dynamic here that I wasn't quite expecting. I wasn't sure what the Mets are going to do. Now you're going to say, well, I want to keep Drew Gilbert here. I want Jet Williams. He's going to be the best. But these guys, as good as they've been in the minors and their reputation, they'll never be Juan Soto. Okay? And I'm a guy that loves talking about prospects. I have my own channel, The Prospect Hut. But the reality is this is a team that needs a big player in the middle of this lineup. That is for damn sure. But like I said, the Mets are in talks as well as the Giants and the Yankees and the Mets as well. And the Mets have been very busy. I mean, we've been hearing a lot about the Mets today. The Mets are in on Yamamoto, Jordan Montgomery. I'm surprised to hear about that. And Soto. We sort of heard about Ohtani on Friday with Howie Rose going crazy. And made us all go crazy. Because he's a legitimate guy. He's not one of these goofs, these media people that are goofs. He's not a goof. So you kind of have an idea that the Mets are really seriously talking to him. Whether that happens, that's besides. This is about Juan Soto. Now, what are we talking about here? The rumor is that the Padres are looking for 2 top 100 prospects to go in a trade for Soto. Well, who are those guys with the Mets? Well, Jet Williams probably one. Probably Luis Angel Acuña's another. I can't trade Acuña. Some people might say. He's going to be great. But Soto is great. Let's go through Soto's numbers here on the side here. Like I said, he played last year in 2023 at the age of 24 years old. In that year, he played 162 games. Durable. Scored 97 runs. Hit 35 home runs. Drove in 109 RBIs, the 4th most in Major League Baseball. Had 132 walks. His on-base percentage just last year was .410. His slugging percentage, .519. His OPS, .930. His OPS plus, .158. He's been on 3 All-Star teams. He's won several Silver Slugger awards. He's won the Home Run Derby. Not that matters, but a couple other numbers you need to keep an eye on. His on-base percentage in his career, these are career numbers, 421. His slugging percentage, 524. His OPS, 946. His career OPS plus, which is the barometer that baseball has made over the last few years, in terms of his quality as a hitter, is 157 over his career. That means he's 57% better than the average major league. The average major leaguer is 100. He's 157. And his off season and his bad year in 2022, Soto's OPS plus was 147. So in a year he had 242, his OPS was 147. He was 47% better than the average major leaguer. So if anyone coming around saying that he had a terrible year that year, it was a bad year. But if you look at some of the other numbers, they were awesome. He walked 135 times in 2022. In 2021, he walked 145 times. This is a guy that knows the strike zone. And in a game where everybody strikes out a lot, he walks more than he strikes out, which he's probably the only player really that does that. Now, like I said, he's 25 years old. Just turned 25. He is one of the best players in the game. Top 5, top 10 players. Everyday players. You do not say, I'm not going to trade a prospect for him when you're trying to build a young team. He's 25. If he was 30 years old, I have a different kind of attitude towards it. Obviously, be a little more reserved for it. But the fact that he's, quite frankly, only 3 years older than some of the prospects we're talking about, to me, the value was there. Now, you let me know what you think about that. You let me think, do you think he's going to come to the Mets? Now, a lot of people say, no, he's not going to come here, okay? I would mention he's great. He has great numbers at Citi Field, and he is sort of talked about on his Instagram how he loves hitting there. So he's got one more year in his contract. But as you know, the Mets had the best owner in baseball with the biggest pockets, biggest wallet in baseball. Either he's here this year or we're going to be talking about him next year signing a contract with the Mets. Also, I'll have videos on Yamamoto. I'll have a video on Jordan Montgomery. Keep an eye out for it. So we're going to be very busy here. We're getting close to the win meetings, a few more days from that. And we're going to have a big week next week. Hit that subscribe button. This is the best Mets YouTube channel in the galaxy. Well, maybe the universe. The galaxy's too small. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.